This episode is proudly sponsored by the Rattlesnake Cable Company. Rattlesnake Cable offers a wide variety of premium U.S. milled cables for the stage and studio. With diverse customizations to fit your unique cable needs, they build dependability and style into your signal path. Rattlesnake Cable Company's products are constructed with all musical needs in mind. The team at Rattlesnake is giving you a chance to win 2 free cables. Just head over to rattlesnakecables.com/giveaway/high-gain to enter. Listeners of this show can also save 20% on all regular priced items by using the code HG20. Rattlesnake Cable Company, the sound choice. John here, and we've got a new sponsor, DistroKid. Now that you've finished your latest Pirate Math Sponge Core Twitch trek, it's time to get it out there so everyone can hear it. DistroKid helps musicians get their music on all the major streaming platforms, and artists keep 100% of their royalties. And because you're a high-gain listener, you get 30% off. Just go to distrokid.com/VIP/high-gain. That's distrokid.com/VIP/high-gain. And now DistroKid has an app. The DistroKid app is available for iOS and Android. You can download it at distrokid.com/app or in the app and Play stores.
Hi, I'm musician and writer Aaron Hartman, and I'm super excited to announce a new podcast on Ruinous Media called La Jolla Babylon. I'm doing the bit now. This is me doing the bit.
Yeah. I could tell. You switched tones. I could tell. It's very obvious when you're talking to me and when you're talking to some imaginary person. It's really obvious. I know the real you.
We dig deep, get real, and laugh about death. Join us every Saturday for La Jolla Babylon, Season 1, The Making of a Suburban Punk.
Oh, hey, it's me, Ed Peterson.
Hi, Ed Peterson. It's me, John Kiltica.
I don't know, did I forget my name for a second there?
Yeah,
I'm
you
not
did.
sure.
Yeah.
That's probably bad. Am I smelling like burnt toast?
Burnt leaves?
Yeah, like end up on the floor? I hope not.
No.
I think I'm okay.
Yeah.
It's the High Gain Podcast.
High Gain Podcast.
We talk about basses.
Yes.
We talk about plexiglass fabrication.
Yes, technology.
Smoke.
Yeah.
We do that from the cave here in beautiful West Seattle.
We do. Fall is here.
Fall has sprung.
And it won't be long before you hear us wallowing in the misery of constant rain.
Oh, my knees hurt.
Couple of extra cracks in my ankles.
Yeah, that is for sure coming. I can already feel it. Yeah, we've been looking, thinking about that Palm Springs kind of area.
That would give you pause, wouldn't it?
I think it would be great. Escape the rain,
Yeah.
Not that beautiful West Seattle isn't beautiful, but 9 months of gray gets me real kind of down.
It's a lot.
Oh my gosh, the stuff we have to put up with here in beautiful West Seattle.
Did you see the post on our Discord about West Seattle?
I'm not sure.
We've talked in the past a lot about how a lot of the grunges
Yeah.
flocked to West Seattle back in the day because it was cheap.
Yeah.
A lot of those guys still live here.
Yep.
So now there's a t-shirt that says Grunge Retirement Home. And it has a cartoon of a man and a woman that are like super old and decrepit, but they look really hip.
Yeah.
And then it says West Seattle under it.
That's on our Discord? I totally missed it.
Maybe I got to get that shirt.
Grunge Retirement Community, West Seattle, Washington. Yeah. That's great.
Yeah.
That post, the t-shirt, was posted by our good friend Jesse from up there in Canada.
Jesse, who has loaned us this Ampeg Dan Armstrong reissue bass.
Let me tell you, if you are one of the High Gain faithful,
yes,
and there's this guitar for sale and it's in Seattle, and geez, I wish there was someone who could go pick this guitar up, make sure it's cool. We got you. That's all I'm saying. Jesse saw this on Reverb and he wanted it, but he lives in Canada.
Yep.
and he's going to be coming down here. So he was like, hey, Ed, could you maybe grab this for me? And of course I can for the High Gain faithful.
That's right.
That's just one of the perks of being on the High Gain Patreon or Discord or wherever. Beverages.
Yes, Ed. Beverages.
Yeah. I've got a little bit of coffee, trying not to do a ton of coffee in the kind of late-ish afternoon.
Yeah.
So I also grabbed a Athletic Brewing, a brown one, kind of a smoky one, Oktoberfest.
Oktoberfest?
Yeah. I don't know what that classifies as, like what Oktoberfest means. It's got a picture of a pretzel and a sausage on it. Really good.
Cool.
I also got a Huel protein drink.
Complete with...
branch chain amino acids.
Yes.
And creosote.
Yes.
Got them both loaded up in here.
Yeah.
Crazy strong. My strength level, 10 out of 10.
That's impressive. Yeah. Ed's getting swolled.
Yeah.
I've got coffee.
Uh-huh.
And again with the poppy.
Because they're sponsoring the show.
Not.
Neither's Huel. These guys, all this free advertising, what are we doing?
There's the letters BS inside the circle with the line through it. No BS.
I mean, that's what I know about Poppy. They're keeping it very real.
That sounds like them.
Very real.
You notice the dirt I employed on that?
That sounds great.
That's from our good friends here in Seattle.
Oh, yeah?
Fuzzy Units.
Those guys.
This is the 9 Lives pedal. And this is only like a smidgen of what this pedal can do.
Yeah? Oh, jeez.
Needless to say, there's a lot in there.
Yeah, I've got a couple of pedals like the Death by Audio that has that oscillation in it.
Yes.
And I've yet to really find, like, where is this useful? I'm not saying it shouldn't be there. Of course it should be there, because there are people that clearly know what to do with that crazy-ass feedbacky oscillation thing. I'm just not that guy.
It's pretty fun, though.
Sure. Guy like you love fun.
Pretty fun guy.
That's what they've been saying.
Yeah. Okay, so where did this even begin? Making a guitar out of plexiglass.
I don't know.
It began with our man Dan Armstrong.
I think I did know that.
Yeah,
We did the guitar version of this.
we did.
This is the reissue.
It is. This is 1998, the first year of the reissue.
Yep.
I should say the first year of the first reissue.
Okay.
It's been reissued twice since.
Oh.
Dan Armstrong was a luthier and a musician in New York City. He was in Van Morrison's touring band
Oh.
at one point. Dude knew how to play.
Yeah. New York City. What do you know about that place?
New York City, that's a pretty fun place.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What's Dan up to?
Dan? Oh,
Oh, no.
we lost Dan in 2004.
Oh, no.
The Ampeg company
Mm-hmm.
were in Linden, New Jersey at the point they hired Dan. They actually hired him to work on amps, and Dan was an electronics wizard enough that he contributed to the SVT amps that we know about.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. I don't think this is in the episode notes. I don't know. I don't know what you were going to cover. Ampeg got their name from stand-up basses that had the peg.
It was a pickup in the peg.
Cool. I remember that. That's one of those things that has stuck with me
Yeah.
through the years.
Whenever I see Ampeg, Linden, New Jersey, takes me back.
To Linden, New Jersey?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I had a summer job working in a metal shop, and I had to make all kinds of machine parts deliveries in a big old truck.
Okay.
And I think we've mentioned that I lived and worked in the part of New Jersey that's all industrial, like the opening scene in Sopranos.
Yeah.
So there's all kinds of chemicals and machinery factories and shit.
Yeah.
And one of the places I had to deliver to was right across the street from an old abandoned factory of some kind. It was disused.
Mm-hmm.
And I went up to the door once to just kind of like look in the windows to see what it was. And on the door it said Ampeg.
Oh, really?
The old Ampeg factory in Linden.
Closed.
Yeah, it was closed.
Crazy.
So Dan decides...
Guitar stuff. Yeah.
He wants to make a guitar out of plexiglass, or market name Lucite.
It's like Kleenex.
Yeah, exactly. It machines like wood, except that it's really hard on the tools. It dulls blades pretty quickly.
Okay.
Did you know plexiglass, if you get minor scratches on it, you can buff it out with toothpaste.
Oh, sure.
So anybody who's got one of these, keep that in mind.
I've heard that you can do that even with glass.
Whoa.
Toothpaste, you can also use it on your teeth.
I've heard that. Is that where the name comes from?
I think so.
So he does this.
Were they using plexiglass in something else? Was he like a plexiglass guy?
There is an apocryphal story.
Okay, I love those.
This was the mid to late 60s.
Mm-hmm.
Dan's girlfriend
Oh, okay.
saying, wouldn't it be cool if you made a see-through guitar?
Love it.
Like what? I don't know, plexiglass or something?
Yeah.
All right, I'll do that. Brought the idea to Ampeg, and the rest is history. So the apocryphal part, his girlfriend was Carly Simon.
I have to believe that it is true.
I'd like to believe it's true.
You're so vain?
Yes.
Okay.
The pickups at that point were designed by Bill Lawrence of Gibson fame.
Yeah. What's he up to? God damn it, John. Carly Simon? We haven't lost Carly.
We
Come
have
on.
not.
Okay.
A lot of the parts for those original plexiglass guitars, Dan picked up as kind of surplus after Dan Electro went under.
Carly Simon's 81.
So he got the original wooden bridges from Dan Electro.
Okay.
The
yeah.
knobs he would have gotten from Dan Electro.
Uh-huh.
And this is where the separation between the original Lucite guitars and these reissues comes into better focus.
Okay.
On these reissues, there are actually adjustable saddles on that bridge, so you can intonate this.
Mm-hmm.
That's helpful.
Our guy, Jesse Hurlitz,
Yes.
he wants to tune this thing to C standard.
Yes.
Probably going to need to do a little work on the setup. Going to need to do a little intonation, do a little work on the bridge for that.
To my hands right now, the action feels a little low.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind it a little higher. And I think if you're going to go C standard, might need to be higher still.
Yep.
Jesse will let us know how that turns out. Little walking bass.
I get it. I wonder if that's what Jesse's going to do with it in C standard.
Jesse is nutty for it. Yeah. The pickups then, as now, they're hot swappable.
That is cool. Sure, that's a thing. Do it.
The pickup that's in here right now
Yeah.
is called BB.
Okay.
That stands for...
Bassbuster, Big Boy, Bob's Burgers, Bilbo Baggins. Do you think that's what it stands for?
Broad bass for more modern tones. There's a capacitor in this switch
Okay.
that you can get additional tone out of.
Yeah.
But if you don't do that,
Okay.
this tone knob splits the coils.
That's a humbucker?
Kind of. There are two stacked coils in here
Uh-huh.
that are separated, and you can dial in more bassy sounds on one coil and more trebly on the other, depending on where you put that tone knob. If I go all the way counterclockwise,
Yeah.
and that's one coil, and then all the way clockwise is... Got your Death from Above cover band?
Mm-hmm.
Death from Above play multiple basses.
Mm-hmm.
He's known to play a Rickenbacker, but he's also known to play one of these.
Yep. I think I prefer the smoke, seeing it.
I do.
Because it's still see-through, but it's dark. Tinted window version.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
This is a little under 10 pounds, but lighter than the originals were.
Yeah.
And that's not necessarily because it's thinner or anything. As I understand it, the modern formulation of Plexi
Lighter.
makes it lighter.
They scienced it.
Yeah. That's nice with the grind on it.
Yeah.
Okay, should we take the pickup out?
Do it.
How this happens is on the back of the guitar, there is a screw.
That's not super hot swappable then.
Well, you don't want it falling out, right?
Yeah.
So you take the screw out, like I have just done,
Don't lose it.
and the pickup is stuck into 3 banana plugs.
Yep.
So let's do one of the other ones. This is the DB. Got any guesses what that stands for?
Doug Benson. Delta Bravo. Deep bass.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, deep bass.
Hey.
So I'm going to slide the deep bass pickup in here. I guess I don't have to put the screw back in while we're just demofying.
Sure. Just swap it out, 100% success. Couldn't be easier. You know, and with the banana plugs being on the bottom, just gravity-wise, it's not going to pop out.
Yeah, and what I'm finding as I play this is that there's a scoop out of the body so that the pickup, when it comes out, slides out more easily.
Yep.
It's like a trench.
Yep.
And it allows me to rest my thumb on top of the pickup, which further holds it in place.
Perfect. Did you look up dudes that play this thing? You said Death from Above.
Well, the bass, I couldn't find as many as I
Okay.
could the guitars.
Yeah.
Tom Verlaine from Television.
Oh.
Keith Richards was even in their advertising.
Oh.
Apparently, he really dug it.
Okay.
I mean, enough to be in an ad.
Yeah, yeah.
This is very diverse.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's a huge range.
These pickups, by the way, are made by Dan's son, Kent Armstrong.
Okay.
Lastly, we have the ST pickup.
Super tight.
Yes, I'm going to say that that's super tight. Let's see.
Oh, look at that. That's great.
Off the top of my head, more scooped almost.
I don't know. I kind of think this might be the pickup.
Should we put a little...
Yes. Yes.
That's a little something.
Yeah.
Lock that down with the screw and call that good, right?
Okay. Yeah. I like that pickup.
The ST, yeah.
Yeah.
Super tight.
Mm-hmm.
Punk rock machine, this thing.
Yeah. Was this thing sold via Ampeg?
It was. The original see-through bass debuted at NAMM
Okay.
in 1969.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah. NAMM that year was in Chicago. Let's say, you want to go in the smash and grab time machine. Go to NAMM in Chicago,
Uh-huh.
69.
Uh-huh.
Maybe they're not paying too close attention. They have other things to worry about in the wake of the 68 Democratic National Convention.
Chicago's got some shit going on.
Yeah, so maybe Ed Peterson from the future shows up and wants to take these things that are just sitting out on a table
Yep.
on display. But, maybe you offer to buy it, whatever.
Pay retail for it.
How many Chicago NAMM dollars are you going to pay for this thing in 1969?
DNC dollars.
DNC dollars.
420.
290.
Off by a 25%.
Well, how much do you think that is today?
1820.
It's $2,500.
Huh. Okay. So this was a higher end bass.
It was. Man, you could just think of stuff.
Mm-hmm. If there was a 69 and the reissue sitting side by side, I'd want the reissue. They're both going for the exact same amount I almost certainly hands down would want the newer one.
Yeah, these are made in Japan.
Yep. Are they just poured into a mold?
They're machined.
Just a big hunk.
I'm just going to guess. I could be wrong, but put a block of plexi in a CNC machine.
Yeah.
And just let it go. And then somebody's going to polish it.
That's crazy. How many hours does it take to buff something like that down?
There's got to be a certain amount of that can be automated also.
Sure. Still, it just seems like a lot.
The originals were discontinued in 1971. Didn't last very long.
Yeah.
I think that the relationship between Dan Armstrong and Ampeg kind of went sideways. And the word is that when they got ready to do this reissue, which came out in 1998, this is the first year of that, by the way.
Okay.
Our example. Ampeg pushed really hard to get Dan on board because they couldn't imagine reissuing this and not having his name on the pickguard.
For sure.
That would be weird.
Yeah.
So they must have reached some sort of agreement, and that happened.
Well, good.
They discontinued this one 3 years later, 2001.
Original 3 years, this one 3 years.
Yeah.
Next one?
2006.
2.
Don't have a record of that. But it couldn't have been too long because the third reissue was 2009.
You're just working with a completely different medium from wood, and ramping to scale on something like that, it just feels bad. Who knows anything about Lucite? Nobody.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it.
Me too.
You gotta try it. Try and decide. Is it hello or goodbye? Buy or deny?
Well, we both seem to like the super tight pickup.
My fave.
We left it in there.
Better than the Bilbo Baggins
Yeah, I think so.
or the Doug Benson.
Yes. Wood grain pickguard, smoked see-through plexiglass.
Mm-hmm.
The Dan Armstrong Ampeg bass Ed
Yeah.
from 1998.
Yep.
Buy or deny.
I would say buy, except Jesse bought it, and he's up there in Canada, and he's like, oh, I'll come down and grab it sometime. Maybe I answer the door, maybe I don't.
Oh, that was this weekend?
Oh, sorry. Sorry, Jesse.
I was out of
Whoops.
town. Ed's down in the basement with Vicky. Shh, be quiet.
Exactly.
Is he still there? I don't know. I think he's gone.
Yep. No, I think it's super cool. I dig it a lot.
Yeah.
It's heavy, but it's not obscene at all.
Yeah. I think it's great. This is a buy for me, too. We got the double buy going on here.
We got to stop it. We've been way too nice lately.
It's just really cool.
And Jesse's going to doom the hell out of this thing.
Man.
Sick.
I should take lots of pictures before Jesse comes down.
Put them on Instagram?
Put them on the Instagram where people like to look at pictures of things, I'm told.
For sure. I'm almost certain they do.
Yeah.
Almost certain. How about the boys over there at the Ruinous Media Network of music-related podcasts?
They can doom with the best of them.
For sure. Have they been given any feedback? Just love the show. Keep it up. Don't change.
I'm going to say that no news is good news.
Yeah. For sure. Radio silence.
Yeah.
They're in stealth mode.
Yeah.
Big things are probably happening. When they go quiet for 9 to 18 months at a time, you know big stuff's happening.
File this under disappointed.
Uh-oh.
Because it is fall now.
Yeah.
I guess there was no picnic that we know of.
Right. Again this year. Or maybe there was and they had a great time.
I'm sure it was great.
Yeah. No news, good news.
Yeah.
Imagine you've got radio silence.
Yes.
What if it's just constant, you guys suck. You guys are terrible.
You're dragging the good name of Ruinous
Through the
mud.
Exactly. At least we're not getting that.
That's right.
10 out of 10. No notes, guys.
Yeah.
That's how I'm reading.
I'll take it. Yeah.
But you could go to the Ruinous Media Network, check out all the podcasts,
Great shows out there.
tour stories,
Yep.
always.
And then we'll come back like we do
Again next week
again next week and do something else.
at the salt mines.
Yes. Don't forget your goggles,
The valued listener.
steel toe boots.
Yep. I'll see you next week.
Okay, great.
Bye.
Bye.